After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own. Always in the driver's seat, huh? Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot. Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop. Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket. Every Saturday morning now in our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC Studios. Here is your host, Derek Pearson. Brought to you by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, let's get it. You don't think I'm tiptoeing through a Saturday morning that also happens to be a game day in Lincoln, Nebraska? You don't think that we're going to tiptoe into this thing? You don't think we're going to wait until pregame, the official A1 Automotive pregame? No, sir. No, we're not. No, we are not. Ben, check just look at Allo for me and make sure that we're up. Yeah.
I'll fix that.
Nope. Easy now. I know you will, brother. I know you will. DP on a Saturday, 402-464-5685 is the Sarda Heyman text line. If you want to just scream, if you want to yell, if you want to you want to get excited, you want to enjoy the hype, please do so. Please do so. We're available on all the streams, Allo Channel 961, Facebook, X, YouTube, all over the place. If you want to find us and you want to hang out and see what's happening and get involved on a Saturday, you can. But first, to do this properly, Sea of Red, Husker Nation, Ben Droz, if you would please, hit the music! Let's go! Oh! Pump it into my face! Straight to the face!
There we go.
Let's Kool-Aid all over my face on a Saturday. Oh, my goodness gracious. Where else would you rather be but Lincoln, Nebraska on a game day? I've missed you. I've missed you football season in Nebraska. Glad to be here. We got a full day for you. We got the A1 Automotive pregame show officially. We're going to share that partnership this season for home games with our friends over at the Kindler Hotel. So you'll get split feeds. You'll get some in studio here at 11th and O. And if you're driving around Lincoln, come on, stop through, get some coffee at the mill, hang out with us, high five. We'll get some pictures, whatever you want to do. Or you could head over to the Kindler Hotel and meet and greet. There's talent over there. And the way this will all work for you is this. Rashawn Jackson, Terrell Farley, the black shirt, they will be over at the Kindler. Jay Foreman, Nick Sainert will be over at the Kindler. Chancellor Brewington, Austin Orman will be over at the Kindler. The rest of us will be here at the ticket, bringing you through having fun. We've switched at the big board. We are now being led, directed, and produced by Ayo!
TP!
Ayo!
What's good? What's good?
Austin Orman on a Saturday. Hey, Austin, I have to be respectful to you, kind sir. Ben has set up a song.
Oh, yeah?
The song's title is Hail Varsity.
Aha.
I need to do this with you as well. So would you hit the song? Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Game day, Lincoln, Nebraska. Here come the Miners. DP, Austin Orman, and a special guest to chop it up with us. We're going to be all over the place in this hour before we get to A1 Automotive because basketball guru, big man extraordinaire, mentor, educator, teacher of the game, and lover of all things basketball and hoops, Thomas Villiaco sitting in for the hour. What's happening? Thomas, what's happening, man?
DP, I didn't realize when I put my stuff together here, it's like Kool-Aid. I got my smart water.
Right?
It's college game day. It's the NIL era. There's $1 million quarterbacks all over the country. It's time to be alive. And if you remember, I'm from Alabama, so the SEC is where I grew up.
It's tough, right?
It's a different breed down there, but my second home, my new home of Nebraska is right up there with the Alabamas.
How long have you been in Nebraska?
Officially, DP, I've been here, about 8 years now. But before that, many summers coming up here. So it's, like I said, it's there's no better time than the present season to hopefully go on and get to a bowl game and much, much more. And I haven't heard as much excitement for a team than this season in many years of living here.
Yeah, it feels different, and I have to be careful when I say that because we heard that several times.
Yes.
Before, and the juice didn't equal the squeeze.
That's very true.
So we have to be careful in that, but there's no need for inauthentic hype when it comes to this version of it with Matt Rule, Dylan Raiola, the work that's been put in, the involvement, and the conversations. I think access matters. I think giving access to it matters. But I'll ask you about the SEC thing because I think you could give a different perspective than a lot of folks here. If I asked you what conference was the standard, the North Star for football, college football, in any other time, any other year, that answer is the SEC.
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure that that's the answer this year. So I'll ask you, SEC guy, and in full disclosure, on these airwaves, truth is absolute. So speak your truth.
It's just different now, DP. And we've talked about this many times, and I talk about it with people all the time. Just the NIL era is it's transforming things. It's the ones that have the more money, the most money, can get the recruits, that can keep the recruits. You see Missouri popping up, and again, not being from here, but you see Missouri's rain. All this stuff about Missouri, but the reason that's happening, we know why. It's not because they're the least amount in the NIL world. They're pumping money into that place, and it's going to get really interesting with the new playoff system and how things start shaping up, because all it takes, and that's where I think for Husker fans, winning 8 or 9 games. Let's get to that. Let's get to that first. Let's get to that. But winning 8 or 9 games could get you into the playoff. Well, that's the new norm, because you're going to have so many teams that are getting better with the NIL world. So I think things will start getting a little different for sure in the SEC and the power conferences and the money that's being thrown around, if that helps.
Well, through money being the thing that moves it, it also has become a thing where it's what identifies your work. Because you can't say it matters more if the money doesn't match. And that's kind of weird now. Like, that's a kind of weird thing to say about college athletics. Austin, I'll ask you the same question, kind sir. Bring yourself in. Because I'll ask you, what conference is the North Star for college football as far as standard is concerned?
I would say it's still the SEC. I think the Big Ten is getting there. I think it'll be, 4 or 5 years until, we see the true effects of like an Oregon, maybe Washington, USC in there as well. But it's not all about rings. It's a lot about rings. We can laugh at the SEC for not caring about bowl games that aren't the championship. But the SEC has had the most teams in the playoff, maybe not the most variety, but the most teams, and they've won it the most. And that's the system that we're in. So if championships are the goal, are the end goal, that's where you want to set your sights. It's really hard to argue against the SEC right now.
I heard this thing yesterday where they talked about, the same thing, that it's not the most teams, it's the most participants occupying the most slots when it came to playoff football. And this year it's changed because you invited more people to the party. But the same thing applies. That the North Star, the standard, will determine how many participants from the Big Ten, how many participants from the SEC compared to everybody else. Because if you're the Big 12, if I'm Utah, if I'm TCU, a team that 2 years removed from participating in the championship game,
yep.
Kansas State, 3 years? So 3 years for TCU, 2 years for Kansas State from participating in the big game, then there is a level of disrespect that's being passed around. ACC, Dabo Swinney's going, hey, I don't know what you heard, but I've been to a few of these.
I got Clemson up right now. They're playing Georgia. They look a little shook. Couple drop passes, couple illegal motion penalties.
Right?
Not great for Clemson so far, but he's still in the conversation.
Well, but here's the thing. We're measuring them against the North Star in Georgia. Like, they get measured tip-top and in a hurry against Georgia. I can think of how many other programs around the country do not want Georgia as their opener. Home or away, don't care. Don't want Georgia. Like, on the pecking list of who do you not want on your schedule week 1, 1A is Georgia. 1B maybe Alabama, but maybe. Maybe. Everybody else is in the conversation. So to watch that and then say, listen, how many teams of 12 from the SEC make this dance? Like, and what's fair? So, Thomas, I'm going to make you commissioner of college football right now, right? And you get to set a number and say, listen, if it's authentically choosing the best 12 teams, or are we representing the best 12 seasons in the country?
I believe it's gonna come down to, the money, who are the big dogs, and then if you're playing a Missouri, Ole Miss, Auburn, LSU, Georgia, compared to the Big 12 schedules, it's going to be different. And then again, that's why I think it has to get back to these conferences become superpowers, where it's the soccer, the soccer type deal where it's you get relegated or whatnot, because again, I think it's just not going to be fair, which that's why they're expanding it, because it's not fair.
Jim is on the text line. He says this: it would be interesting to see how soon someone other than one of the top 4 seeds wins the national championship. And here's the thing. The NFL is still the prototype for football. And wild cards have made a habit of one, playing meaningful games down the stretch, right? They didn't get an opportunity to cruise. They didn't get a chance to rest people. They had to find a rhythm and stay in rhythm. So there's some argument for somebody outside of a division conference champion getting on a roll, because you have to play big games, meaningful games, and learn some lessons. Like, you may have had a hiccup. and B, we're talking about the number 2 seed from the SEC, or the number 2 seed from the Big Ten Network, or the number 2 seed from the ACC or Big 12, right? Because that could be Utah. You could end up, imagine, you're Ohio State and you walk into a Utah situation. That's not going to be an easy deal.
No.
Or if you catch Notre Dame on a runner, and you do that. So I think this is the beginning of what may be the most interesting college football season we've ever seen.
Well, DP, you got to think now, who is in that committee to make sure who gets in? And we already know certain people are going to have those seats a little bit higher. So again, that's when it starts getting very, very interesting. Very interesting.
Austin, it's the thing, right? So is this real life? Is there a snow cone machine maker outside of the ticket window?
Right outside the window.
Is this a hot dog vendor? We love you so much. I don't even.
Regardless,
what is happening? This is a transformative day at the ticket. What is happening? Okay, but this is what tells me my other producers are not paying attention, because Ben and Rico should be out there helping that angel on earth do whatever they're going to do. Because if they need a plug-in, we need to send them to the patio.
Right.
But how much I love this sitting outside. Rico! Get in here! Get in here, Rico! A thing is happening. This is a moment. This is a moment, Rico. Can you please go out and find out who that angel on earth is?
Okay.
With his cart. I need to know what he's making, selling, offering.
Okay.
Let's make sure he has an outlet.
Okay.
To plug into if he needs to.
Okay.
He can move to the patio outlets.
Okay.
And do whatever it is. And then we need samples immediately.
Okay.
Of what he's doing.
Okay.
This is a big day for the ticket.
I feel like we're downtown NYC right now.
Right? I mean, listen, he's got the full umbrella on top of his cart. And I don't know, I don't see any signage that would tell me, like, Austin, I'm not missing that, right? There's no signage that tells me what that is.
There is, but it's very small.
It's just water. He's selling water.
I thought I saw bags of potato chips, but that was just a very quick glance,
right?
so
Right.
I don't know.
Right? Like, listen, tell me for a tailgate opening day that somebody sent an angel with, I don't care if it's cold water, sodas, I don't care what's in the cart.
That's awesome.
Just care that there is a cart.
Yeah, the fact that there is a cart, and then that is fantastic. That is utterly fantastic. Again, DP, Austin or Miss Thomas Villianco. Yes, send bra in. We need to meet this fine young man. Yeah, we need to find this fine young man, and then we need to open the door because he'll need to get in as well. Yeah, he's got a menu. He's got a menu. Things are happening. Like I feel like Steve Martin from The Jerk. This is when things start to get interesting. Life is changing around the ticket, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So we're gonna have special guests in studio, and I need to find out who this is. First of all, don't come in here flexing at me, dude. I just met you.
How you doing?
Now I gotta go to the gym. What is happening? Dude, come in here. He's vascular, pumped up. Introduce yourself, please.
My name is Ramon J. Irving. It's my son, Jeremiah Irving.
Jeremiah, what's happening, man? Okay.
We operate Black African Family. It's our nonprofit.
Okay.
We focus on growth, development.
Okay.
Empowerment.
Okay.
And we have a community event.
Okay.
So we're selling water and snacks to pay for our events.
Here's the thing. So I'm gonna make a donation.
Yes, sir.
just to cover whatever my staff needs or wants, but also just to make a donation
Thank you.
to
Appreciate
what you're doing and why you're doing it. And the fact that you're adding to our game day,
Yeah.
like this hypes me all the way up.
For
The
sure.
fact that you come down, added value. If you want, you could also be on the patio.
Awesome.
And I will free that up for you and say that on any game day, a home game day, if you want to, you can even plug in if you want to do something else
Really?
that day. You can plug it on the patio down there
Yeah.
and have at it.
Yeah, we appreciate that, man. Thank you
Added
so much.
value. Let folks know how they can find you.
Yes, sir. You can find us on Facebook, Black African Family, or you can go to our website, blackafricanfamily.org.
And
Yes.
then is there a way to donate even if they're not down here?
Yes, sir. On the website, blackafricanfamily.org, there's a donation tab. You click that and it takes you right there.
I'm gonna see what we can do right now.
Thank you. So yeah, and we have a movie in the park this evening at Antelope Park. It's free. Buffalo Wild Wings is donating some wings. We're gonna be watching Shrek.
Shrek.
Movie starts at dusk.
Give me the
Starts at
website again. blackafricanfamily.org.
.org. Yes.
Oh man, we're gonna do this thing here. So I will make there it is, Lincoln. There we go. I will make $100 donation
Thank you.
to you and your cause and what you're doing. If you can bring in some martyr, what I want is to make sure that one, you do not leave here with anything left to sell.
Yeah, that part. That part. Yeah.
Right? So whatever the number is, we'll meet the number.
Okay.
Whatever that number is to make sure you sell. And then if you
All right, we
want to
got
continue.
200 water bottles. out
Okay. So and what are you selling the bottles for?
there. We got 2 for 3.
2 for 3?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here's what we'll do. I'll make the first donation of 100
Okay.
to make sure that you get to your numbers today.
Yes, sir.
And then if you can't get the rest of it done, come back and see me.
Will do. May I have your name?
I'm DP. This is
DP.
Thomas Viliaco, Austin
Sir.
Orman.
Nice
Young
to meet you
sir,
guys.
thank you for showing up and making our morning. This is why we moved down here,
Mhm.
is so that we could have some engagement
Yes.
and to have people come in and do their thing and to meet folks like you and Jeremiah. It's
sure.
amazing. Jeremiah, make your radio debut. Tell the folks who you are.
Okay, my name is Jeremiah Irving.
Mhm.
I help work for Black African Family,
Mhm.
help the community.
Uh-huh. How old are you, Jeremiah?
I'm 11 years old.
11 years old, and you go to school here in Lincoln?
No, I'm homeschooled.
You're homeschooled. Well done. Well done. What's your favorite subject? What's your favorite thing that you love learning about?
I like doing art and reading. Those are my 2 favorite subjects.
See, you're going to change things, aren't you? You're going to make things better, aren't you?
Mhm.
So what your art? Do you draw? You paint? What do you do?
Well, I like to draw on my computer. I'm also trying to work hard to become a famous animator. in the future.
Really?
Yes.
Really? So, I mean, we do some animation stuff. There may be some work for you here, bro. You good with that? Could I hire you for like one project?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll do something cool,
I can be open.
right? Right?
Mhm.
I mean, I think that would be fair. What's your going rate for, like, if I needed one piece of art from you? What's your rate? Do you know?
Not really.
Dad, what do you think? Do you think a $50 fee? $50 fee for you to create something for the ticket?
Sure.
Can you take that logo and do something cool with it?
Probably.
Maybe
most
dress it
likely.
up, right? Can
Most
you do
likely.
something with it? I'll tell you what. Here's what we'll do. We'll go to break. When we come back, I'll give you my card, and you just tell me, and then I'll pay Dad, and then you deliver whatever art you come take as long as you need to take to do it.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Mhm.
Fair enough. All right. It's the pre-A1 Automotive Ticket pregame show here. 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raisin Canes, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
Hog Wild will be open this Labor Day, serving up our award-winning barbecue. Stop by and pick up some of our slow smoked ribs or a family pack that comes loaded with your choice of meat, sides, buns, and sauce. Take a break from the hot grill and let Hog Wild do the cooking. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway, Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Allow me to get a bit sappy. For women, jewelry isn't just a gift. It's a timeless symbol of love and appreciation. You have to get this right. No fleeting trends or gadgets will make the impact. Every time she wears it, every time she gets a compliment, you win. Trust me, guys. You'll get your money worth. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive Certified Piedmontese Beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals. HealthLink is elevating the human experience with holistic health, weight loss, nutrition, fitness, and wellness solutions. They offer one-on-one health coaching while personalizing nutrition and wellness plans for structure and simplicity. HealthLink provides nutritious foods such as high-protein entrees, meal replacement snacks, and supplements. But that's not all. If you mention 93.7 The Ticket, you'll get a 5% discount on your order and $20 off your first month if you start a HealthLink subscription. Find your missing link with HealthLink today on the southeast corner of 70th and Pioneers or by phone at 402-858-9356.
Hey, Nebraska football fans, it's defensive lineman Ty Robinson, and I've got a winning play for you with Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical. Team up with Action and install a new Bradford white water heater in your home. And if we win the conference championship this season, you'll get a full refund. Don't fumble this opportunity. Sack your old water heater this season and score big with Action. Visit actionlincoln.com/Huskers to learn more.
Promotion valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, brought to you by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. One-on-one on a Saturday, game day, Lincoln, Nebraska. Where else would you rather be than right here, right now? Pretty cool stuff. DP, Thomas Vilianco, Austin Orman, Let's give a few scores. Austin, what are you watching over there? I know you got your eyes to the board.
I had Georgia Clemson up, and there's nothing going on, and
Okay.
I switched to Penn State, West Virginia, and it looks like West Virginia just fumbled. Penn State is nope, they recovered it. They officially give to West Virginia. So West Virginia's got basically the length of the field to go right now.
So Maryland's up 14-0 over UConn. Vanderbilt leads Virginia Tech 3-0. They're playing at Vanderbilt. That's the first ones there. Georgia, Clemson, scoreless. West Virginia, Penn State, scoreless. Iowa leads Illinois State 3-0. Louisville leading 10-0 over Austin P. The Boilermakers lead Indiana State 7-0. Pitt leads Kent State 14-7. And Bucknell leads the Naval Academy 7-6. First scores of the season on this Saturday as well. Gentlemen, it is beautiful to watch Lincoln come alive. That's the beauty of these game days, is that you get to see people who have come from, we had people into the mill earlier who were from Portland, and they came in for the game, and some other folks came in from New Mexico. They stopped in for coffee. People were doing the bed and breakfast thing here in the building in the condos in the building, and they stopped by to have coffee and breakfast, and it's been pretty cool to meet folks. And then a lot of business folks have come through, and it's good to watch. Thomas, if I asked you your favorite thing about game day, anywhere, anytime, what's your favorite thing?
As you have gotten to know me pretty well over the last few years, I'm just a social person. So I just like meeting new people and hearing stories and being able to sit down, whether it's a cold beverage or a bite to eat or whatever it is. I just like to hear stories and meet new people, because that's what life's all about at the end of the day, is interacting. And I can't tell you how many times on game days around the country and the places I've been that you make a connection, a lifelong connection, from buying somebody a beer, buying somebody a drink, or getting whatever. And I think that's what it's all about. And yeah, Lincoln's special, man. People ask me all the time, because, again, I'm not from here, but I know a lot of people around the country, and they're like, is Lincoln actually? I'm like, dude, Lincoln has a lot of positive things, man. And when this place gets rolling with football, it's going to happen. This place there's not many places better. And my parents love coming here. It's crazy. They love coming to Lincoln and coming down the shops and the mill and all these places. So it's a great place, man. Game day in Lincoln is special.
Austin Norman, what's your favorite thing about this thing that is Huskers game day?
Everything. Is that a cop-out?
Right.
Is that fair? I mean, the energy is absolutely different. Like, the sun did shine a little brighter. The breeze felt just a little crisper on a day like this. The parking, the long lines, they felt a little shorter than they normally do. It's just so fun to see people out and about, right? It's nice to have this view every day. And we see, people and businessmen, businesswomen walking by in their work clothes and whatnot. But everyone's wearing red, right? It's that sense of unity that you see outside the window. Everyone, 90,000 of our closest friends are here. Another couple million are watching across not just the country, but the world. So being able to see it firsthand and know there's more outside, pretty sweet.
Shout out to Brett on YouTube. We see you, brother. Get 'em Scurs is exactly kind of the space that we're in. Believer. He says, DP, thanks for love that you've taken care of the kid. If we missed that layup, I mean, that's a brilliant young man.
He's rocking the Sonic the Hedgehog shirt.
Right.
He wants to be an animator. I mean, that's hey, this generation, stuff like that, man, you gotta lock in on.
11 years old, came in, had no fear of it, right? Stepped up to it, came back in, actually delivered, right? Actually made the promise of bringing water, did the delivery, and did it all with a smile. Yeah, we'll keep track of that young man. And it's a good project. So we appreciate that. For me, today is interesting for several different reasons. One, it's the unveiling of this season of Husker football. And I'm thinking of it in the TV sense, that we've seen past seasons, and there have been villains and superheroes, and there are plot twists, and you just go, oh man, I didn't expect to lose him like this. He was going to be a major player. For you both, having today, what do you want to see at Memorial Stadium most, first, out loud?
Just be clean. please. I don't care how many points you score as long as
Mm-hmm.
it's one more than UTEP. Just look clean. Don't give me reasons to bury my head in my hands, please.
Well,
I
Husker.
felt your pain in that, Austin. It was like, bro,
I'm not asking for bells and whistles or glitz and glamour. Just let me keep my chin up
I feel
all
like
day.
I feel like we're on a mountain right now. There's a cliff. He might be.
Oh
stepping
my
over here.
goodness.
Oh man,
Like,
that was intense.
like he felt that. Like it was like, hey, listen, I don't need this. Like I don't need a lot.
Miss me with the junk.
Thomas, what's it for you?
We know, or I think we know that. Okay, the offensive line is thin. They lost the left tackle. The offensive line's not been great the last whatever years. So we know that. So we know it's on the pages. So we know that. So we shouldn't be losing our mind when something on the offensive line happens. Again, they're 19, 20, 18, 21-year-olds. So let's give it some time. And then the quarterback position. Again, I know he's this, that, and the other, but he's going to have some bumps, and you got to give him some bumps. Well, Thomas, he's making all this money and NIL and all this. True, but you either have to be this way or that way. You can't, you can't just say, hey, this is terrible. He threw 2 picks and now he's a bum. Like, no, like you gotta let this play out. And that's coming from an athlete that, on your best days, you're the best. On your average, okay days, you might get cut, you might get whatever. And it's like, that's the hard part you got to balance. And he's gonna have tough games. He's a freshman.
He's never played college football before.
No, and the speed, everything is going to be different. And I just hope. I've been telling people this the last few months. Since I've lived here, I've never seen a quarterback stay healthy throughout a whole season. Whether they miss a game or two for a neck injury, I've never seen it. Yeah. So it's like that offensive line, the running back game, you got to get the ball on the ground. I know people love to hear that, but like just protect them. Be smart, protect them. There's no reason to go crazy, and let's just win. Just win games, whatever it is.
So Austin said a thing, and then it reverbs with me that I wasn't bothered by the statement. He said, just win by 1 point. Like, I don't care. Just win the game. Is that the common thread? Is that the common feeling for Husker fans? Would Husker fans go through the day and say, at the end of the day, they walk out of Memorial Stadium with a 1 point win? Are Husker fans happy?
I guess we have the categories of Husker fans.
Well, but that's why I bring it up.
For me, you have to be, especially this day and age now with what we're dealing with. Like, it's coming a time very soon where it's all about TV rights and the money. That's what's driving all this. You're going to have seasons, I think, soon where you're not playing the UTEPs anymore. It's going to be Tennessee, boom, 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 because you're going to have to play the big dogs to bring in that money. Mm-hmm. So just win. Mm-hmm. And that's what the coaches are preaching. And the fans have to somehow buy into that and just have fun. Like, come on, man. Go to a game. Have a cold brew and enjoy life. Don't stress. Like, people stress. Like, Thomas, what are we going to do? I'm like, go for a walk. Go exercise. Go take a vacation. Do something. But it's just like so stressful for people. It's like, it shouldn't be that way.
And text line, I'll take your feeling on it. So let me know. 7809 says, I don't care if we win every game by 3 points. Like, that's a thing. Matt says, I was born and raised in Lincoln, lifelong Husker fan. Lincoln transforms on game day. There's a different energy and aura around the city. Go Big Red and let's freaking go. It's all through. Husker P says, listen, amen, Austin. Just win, baby. Go Big Red. I would love if that were the feeling and vibe across the area. But I don't know that would be true in full. That everybody's going to be thrilled we listened to the media beatdown of Colorado for struggling against North Dakota State, a championship program, mind you. People picked it apart. I watched last night and watched Wisconsin, and social media was destroying them as they were down 14-13 in the fourth quarter against Western Michigan. And they went through, it was tough to read because I'm going, hey, let the game play. Like, let it finish. Same for NC State. It was happening, and people fail to realize that, listen, week 1 is a different beast. It takes you time. People think there's advantage in playing at home in week 1, but there's also disadvantage. There's always distraction. There's all the stuff that plays into the things you have to take care of, the people you have to take care of, learning the routine, learning the timetable, getting the right meals, the right rest, all of those things. And it always shows up. Utah's the only team I saw that didn't have first game at home jitters and blues. Everybody else, this is a tough deal. Back to the text line. He said, everyone is built different. Yeah, that's why I asked the question, JP. He says you can say it shouldn't be that way, but everyone is built different. It's a passion more for some, like people like myself, and not everyone absorbs the loss the same or a 1-point win. That was my point, was that Austin is not going to go through it the same way Thomas goes through it, not the same way I go through it. I'm asking you all how you're going through it. That's the whole point of this conversation, is to figure out, in taking the temperature of this fan base, what today means to them and how they're going to process it.
So here's the question. What's going to happen when a player that's making X amount of money, because it's out there now, it doesn't take much to figure this out. So it's pro sports in many ways. So if you know so-and-so is getting this amount of money and he has a bad day, like it's going to get weird. But can you find a way to manage that? The expectations, like, well, he's making this kind of money, he played crappy. Well, that's the new norm. So you have to either get on board, or it's going to be a long seasons and seasons for these fans.
I'm still remembering that these are teenagers. And quite frankly, it doesn't matter what your opinion of the fact that they're getting paid. It shouldn't matter. Are you a fan? Yeah, you want to yell and scream because you're making $1 million and you're not delivering what was promised. But that's just a weird fan vibe to me.
100%.
Like, that's a weird fan vibe to immediately go to, hey, you're being paid. These athletes are being paid now. First of all, athletes have always been paid.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's just, listen, I hate to pop that bubble for you. But so has everybody else around the program. All the people around the program are being paid. Coaches have always been paid, and always been paid more than it was announced that they were paid. Always, everywhere. That's just the way it's been. The same accountability is the thing that, again, I try to stay away from criticizing coaches for game decisions, because once you've stood on a sideline and had to make those decisions, you know there are always a whole bunch of other factors that play into it. We don't know what happened at practice. We don't know what's going on with his girlfriend. We don't know what's going on with the parents at home. We don't know. So there's a bunch of reasons, things that play into the decisions that we don't know about. So just be a fan, be supportive. Yeah, it's okay to just go, that sucked. Like, hey, he wasn't good today. I hope he's better next week. That should be the way, at least in my mind.
I think that if they, from what I know going on up there football wise, the big focus of protecting the ball, turnovers, protecting the ball. If we can see that getting better, what's it getting better? 1%, 100%? Like, I don't know what that is for any fan, but it has to be just 1% better. That means they probably win one more game. So that's what I've come to understand that's going on up there, is just the protection of the ball, having meetings about it, really focusing on that, just trying to get the mental, because at the end of the day, it's all mental. And you know me, I'm such a mental guy. And just having that mentality of like, all right, protect the ball at all costs, be smart, don't do anything crazy, and let's control the turnover game, and good things are going to happen for us. And that's what they've been beating like a drum the last 5-6 months.
The 1% thing is their mantra. It literally is the word that's said, the chant that goes on, that, listen, just get 1% better today. Get 1% better per rep. But also, this is the thing. You mentioned playing clean. I want you to go in detail here, because there's several different facets to playing clean and using that as the North Star and the measuring stick and the standard. What do you mean by playing clean?
No procedural penalties, no over-the-top dumb celebration or excessive hit penalties, right? You do the simple things, do them well. in communication, we talked about it all week. If UTEP's going to want to play fast, the defense has to communicate at a high level, right? Whether it's football, whether it's basketball, whether it's baseball, defense is communication, right? I got it. You got it. I'm here. You're there. Talk through it. UTEP wants to make it hard to do. And same thing on offense, right? I do think Nebraska, to Thomas's point, is going to want to run the ball, right? Try to establish some dominance early. That takes communication too. If you want to run fewer plays, you got to run them better because you're giving yourself fewer chances. So communicate, do the little things well for 60 minutes and see where you're at.
And I like the idea that playing clean as the standard, just doing what we were coached to do. Like UTEP's going to make plays. They're going to make plays. They're going to make smart decisions. They're going to scheme up something that simply is tough to defend, or that is tough to score against. Those are just things. But remembering that, listen, no holding penalties, no false starts in critical situations to do that thing. Mistakes are going to happen. Humans are going to human. You may throw to the wrong jersey. You may put the football on the ground. Controlling what you control is really the thing. And I'm going to be impressed today, Thomas, as it plays out. I have a feeling.
So in the chasing three, I do believe the videos that have come out that everybody's been really hyped on. There's a certain part, I don't remember which one it is in, but it relates to me because it's how I teach, and a lot of people are like, Thomas, that sounds like you. When he's like, shoot your shot.
Mm-hmm.
That shot better be the best shot. And he was going off on the guys. And it's stuff how I've told players, like, if we're doing basketball training and you're shooting 100 reps game speed, when the lights turn on, you might get 2 shots, 4 shots, 6 shots, actual shots, not layups. Those better be the best shots of the week, the month, the year, the whatever it is. You can't change on game day. You have to believe in all the stuff that you've put in, the training, the time. So when you step on that field, you don't have to think, you just do. And that's where this team has to get to, where, like he said in that video, like, you get one shot, you can't change your shot. It's the truth. Like, do it. But it has to come from belief, because that's how our body and our mind works. Like, if we're all working together and we see good things happening, that's usually how it happens, because the endorphins, all that stuff works like that. So again, do what you do in practice that you've been just busting your butt doing for the last however many months. You get out there and lock in. And it might be one thing. Just like I always say, hey, I think about my fall through. Just your fall through. Don't think about anything else. So let's just lock in on whatever that one thing is the coach has given you that you've had maybe trouble with the last 6 months. You get that right, then we know a lot of other things are probably going to unfold in a really good way too. That's my mindset.
Take shots that you've made. Make passes that you've made. Tell me when we practice tackling that way. Tell me when we've done the things that I'm going to ask you to do, and then do those things. Real simple in how it plays out. I'll ask this of you all, and you texters can do this, and I'll get the answers from the guys when we come back. But who scores first? What player? What player scores first? Text line, tell me. Who scores first today at Memorial Stadium? DP, Thomas Villianco, Austin Norman, and the A1 Automotive pregame show coming up here, top of the hour on The Ticket.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One on One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane.
Hello, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I was noticing on your website you have more than 150 new 2024 and 2025 Hondas in stock right now.
Yes, we do, Charlie. It's neat when you drive by and see all the cars on our lot, and we have most all models and all different colors available, and we even have more than hundreds on the way. We also have the all-new, all-electric 2024 Honda Prologue in stock right now. We have a few of them to choose from. Plus, qualified buyers get financing from just 1.9% APR.
How about your pre-owned selection?
I talked to a lot of my customers and friends, and they still think that we just sell brand new Hondas, but we sell all different models, make of pre-owned cars, and we have more than 100 to choose from right now.
Well, maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy Labor Day. They are thankful for everyone in the workforce who makes this country great and celebrate a deserved day off to rest and reflect. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, sponsored by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how we keep from going under. Keep dreaming. Today's the day of dreams. We can imagine this Husker football team and program any way we want for the next 2.5 hours. And then it gets real. And then it gets real. The text, I asked the question who everyone thought would score the first points today. And the text line unanimously believes it'll be Thomas Fidone. Austin Orman, kind sir, into your crystal ball. Who you got?
I'm between running back and receiver. I don't think it's actually, you know what? I think Husker fans are going to be in for a surprise. Heinrich Haarberg on a quarterback sneak.
Wow.
Don't know if I'd love it, but they do this to.
Well, if that happened, then he's gonna have to start. Probably,
no, they would red zone package him.
Well, I mean, if he scores a touchdown, then people are thinking he needs to start the next series because. That was a bad joke.
Third and goal. Nebraska tried to run it in twice. They said, nope, we're not messing around. Heinrich Haarberg quarterback.
Yeah, it worked. Keep him out there.
But isn't that right?
Yeah, it's 100%. Again, the conversation we were having. There are those that are just going to fall in line with that. Who you got, Thomas?
I was saying to you guys, little Dante Dowdell, I think is gonna put it in for 6. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
heard a lot of good things about him.
Yeah, that's been the late buzz. Is that, and to listen to Matt Rule talk about that he needs the 4s to turn into 75. Like he needs the 4-yard runs to turn into 75, and that he would choose, and they would keep their eye out for somebody that could take those 4-yard runs and turn those into touchdowns. And if you're from the group that we're talking about, and there's a group of 5 running backs who have been the discussion, most likely to do so, maybe Dante Dowdell. So there's that space. So Austin said Heinrich Haarberg. The text line says Fidone. Thomas Villianco says Dowdell. I'm going to go with Jamal Banks.
I could have told you that before the segment. I knew we were going that way, DP. You are on brand.
Yeah, I am on brand. Let the DMV kid break the door down. But what would get the biggest pop is Raiola throwing a touchdown pass to anybody is the biggest pop. The one that would surprise people, what I would really love to see is a kick return. Like that's a thing that added value. Yeah, kick return.
Does Nebraska kick off or receive to start the year?
I would think they're going to kick off. You put the defense.
Got to win the toss, though.
I don't know that I'm a member of this club as a coach and as a coaching staff. Yeah, Thunder, not Collins. Yeah, the pick 6, scoop and score. I'm okay with that. I'm a member of this club though. If I win the toss, I want the dang ball.
Kick returner,
sir. Them's the rules. Listen, I didn't bust my hump all week to watch some other return to get the ball first. Listen, I shined my shoes. I got my towel tight. The socks are on
different
point.
Color shoes.
Right. The different color shoes than everybody else on the team. 100%. 100%. Pearson, where are the black Pumas? Locker room, sir. Locker room. I can't take it to the house in black Pumas. That is not how this is supposed to go. Thomas, it's a habit I can't break.
Okay, man. I'm just hoping for some electricity and some really good things to move on with. And like you said, Fidone, a lot of people chiming in on that. I mean, he's got to step up. I know, having him be a focal point of this season would be huge for Raiola as a outlet. Little Kelsey Mahomes, dare I say it, but it has all the makings for those two to make some beautiful music out there.
It's a big buildup. Texas says this before we get out of here instead of hand it over to Jake Sorensen and Steve Sipple. Says you never want the ball first. Playing the first half knowing you get the ball to start the second is a strategy advantage. Wrong. As a coach, as a player, If in one play I can turn the scoreboard from 7-0, from 0-0 to 7-0, that's the greatest advantage I can create.
If you want the ball back in the second half, create a turnover.
Listen, kick returners change scoreboards. They flip the field. They take away the advantage, and they put you on the defensive. And if I've got a good one and I know what I'm doing, I want the ball in his hands. Literally, the kick returner is your biggest playmaker on the team. And that's why you put him back there. Somebody can go house. And the great kick returners in the history of football changed the game. Give me the ball. Kick me the ball. Banging my head on the goalpost. Thomas Villianco, Austin Norman, thank y'all. The A1 Automotive pregame show coming up here on the ticket. Don't go anywhere. It's game day in Lincoln, Nebraska. Where else would you rather be?